Welcome to a celebration of our graduating class of 2026, the 160th class to graduate from Noble and Greenough School. Welcome. I'm Kathy Hall, head of school at Nobles, and I am thrilled to welcome you all here today to join together in celebrating this great class. I'm honored to introduce our student co-presidents, Sunari Verma and Ben Gelber, our talented and inspiring student leaders who will welcome you to this very special day. Their leadership has made us such a positive difference this year as they've rallied our community around special events and moments and led with tremendous kindness, humor, and humility. Thank you, Sunari and Ben.
Come in handy.
Students and faculty, friends and families, alumni and trustees, good morning. Thank you for joining us today as the class of 2026 says goodbye to the place we've called home. As we considered the words we wanted to deliver to you all, we were not sure exactly where to begin. Yes, there is far too much to say about our adoration for this community, but the problem was that we just didn't have it all figured out. However, as we sat in that uncertainty, it began to feel familiar. A defining experience for all Noble students, confusion, incertitude, doubt, we realized that we don't always know what we're doing. Standing before all of you, we are proud to say that today, we leave this place embracing that instability.
In our classrooms, students tend to seek success through the grades they receive and the knowledge they retain. All of us can recall the stress of remembering minute historical details or memorizing mathematical concepts and formulas. However, our most meaningful classroom memories came from not knowing the answer at all. For example, rough drafts returned flooded with teacher comments, hesitation before raising a hand in class, or math problems that could not be solved on the first attempt. It was in those moments that we grew comfortable with this uncertainty, understanding that our Nobles education is not simply defined by rigor nor mastery, but instead by the recognition that our growth begins with questioning, curiosity, and being comfortable making mistakes.
A wonderful skill Nobles has bestowed upon us is centered around welcoming discomfort, which many students and alumni in this crowd have surely faced on the fields and the stage. As a performer from a young age, I'll be the first to say that I've known no physical pain greater than the one I experienced on the cross-country course. But every team, ensemble, and organization on this campus shares the same understanding that growth does not begin with confidence. It starts with the risk of failure, but the willingness to show up anyway. The magic of Nobles, when I hope has reached or will reach all of you, lies in the leap we take before we know where we'll land.
Ultimately, the glimpse of Nobles we want to portray today is not the rigorous education nor the dominant athletic teams, but instead the incredible work in preparing us for a lifetime of uncertainty. As we embark on our next chapters, we will inevitably face situations we cannot prepare for. That being said, Nobles has instilled in each of us the ability to collaborate, think critically, and navigate these new endeavors. To this entire community, thank you for the love, guidance, and endless playfulness that we will carry forever. Welcome to the graduation of the class of 2026.
Thank you, Sunari and Ben. Last night, we honored some of our Class 1 students at our award ceremony. Please stand when your name is called and remain standing, and please hold your applause until the end. The Alumni Prize for Excellence in History, Amelia Chu and Aaron Campbell. The GL Bridge Award for Excellence in Ceramics to Nora Voldens and Fanula Wheeler. The Shalito Cup for Excellence in Photography, Leah Gavin. The Scudder Medal for Excellence in Fine Arts, Amanda Rosa. The Bramhall Bridge Art Purchase Prizes, Chloe Jebson, Justin Lee, Riley Gordon, and Mia Sung. The Sheldon Prize for Excellence in Science, Anran Liu. The Greenough Prize for Excellence in Mathematics to Jonas Wilderman. The Ep Sargent Dixwell Medal for Excellence in Latin, Justin Lee and Jonas Wilderman. Computer Science Prize, Jeffrey Liu. The Little Memorial Essay Award for Creative Writing, Cheja Heinomolo. The Little Memorial Essay Award for Literary Analysis, Karina Grossman. The Wiswell Prize for Excellence in English, Leah Gavin and Mia Sung. The Volkman Medal for Excellence in French, Blake Dinwoody. The Volkman Medal for Excellence in Spanish, Matthew Newman and Charlie Hood. The Reginald Davidson Music Prize, Amrit Harimodov. The Dance Prize, Harper Ting. The Sidney L. Eaton Prize for Excellence in Theater, Annie Parinello. The Peter Kearns and William Warren 77 Prize for Excellence in Technical Theater, Amanda Rosa. The Grandin Wise Award for Community Service, Teja Hanumolu. The Nathaniel C. Nash 69 Award for Journalism, Natalia Calvillo. The Davis Cup for Sportsmanship, Alex Chang and Addie Caveney. A Noble Shield for Most Respected Student Athletes, Mac Bianchi and Ava Newman. The ISL Excellence Award, Mac Smink and Grenna Holbig. The Public Speaking Award, Ben Gelber. The Bradley D. Nash 1919 Medal for Executive Ability, Haley Rashes. The Garrett Smith Miller Medal, James Hazen. The Edward Stone Gleason Award for Academic Excellence, Catherine Curran and Amrit Harimodov. The Michelle Dufo 07 Award, Nathaniel Jean Gillis. The Class of '98 Award, just awarded a few minutes ago in Assembly, to Isabel Goddard. The James M. Ritvo 64 Award, Amanda Rosa and J.J. Destiny. The Russell B. Stearns Achievement Award, Harrison Aber, Mauricio Vieira, and Mahaly Cookwright. The Edward L. Bond Jr. 58 Memorial Prize, Mahaly Cookwright. The Trustees Prize for Scholarship, Blake Dinwoody. And the Head of School Prizes to Aaron Campbell and Christian Gonzalez Pena. Please join me in congratulating the students. You can be seated. Last fall, several Class 1 students performed a skit in Assembly where they pretended they'd switched bodies in a Freaky Friday spoof. The only way to get back to their own bodies, they announced, was to say each of the core values while all touching a ball at the same time. One by one, they shouted our core values: respect, curiosity, playfulness, generosity, belonging. That skit captured so aptly the warm and witty way this class has embraced and championed our new mission statement and core values. So it seems fitting that my talk to you today, this wonderful class of 2026, is all about how I hope our core values are guideposts for your years beyond Nobles. Our mission statement at Nobles is, we forge human connections to inspire a lifelong process of discovery and unlock the potential to do good. Our mission is our North Star. Our core values of respect, curiosity, playfulness, generosity, and belonging are how we follow that North Star. We often talk about what our mission and core values look like at Nobles, in our hallways and classrooms, on our fields and stages. Their true test, however, begins after you leave our campus. Do they help you build a life of purpose, focused on doing good and grounded in how you make other people feel? The class of 2026 has led our school this year with your hard work, warmth, humor, and enduring friendship. From the no Shattuck, no problem mantra you embraced during this year's major construction, to the inspiring work you showed our community during last week's Class 1 academic showcase, to the powerful NED talks so many of you have given on the Assembly stage, your class has set an uplifting and inspiring tone and culture for our school to follow. As you navigate the decades ahead, you'll each be in positions to lead the new communities you call home. Whether from the back or the front of the room, you will each be important and impactful leaders who can set the tone and culture of any space you enter. You are beginning adulthood in a complex and divisive time. The core values you've practiced here are urgently needed in the world around us. I have enormous optimism about the future because of you, as well as the endless number of ways you will lead with the character and care that define Nobles at its best, living out our core values at every step of the way. Our first core value is respect. At Nobles, we believe that respect for self and others is the bedrock of our community, guiding us to act with honesty, humility, kindness, empathy, and trust. If I ask you how you want to be known by those who know you best, I imagine the adjectives I just listed would be at the top of the list. Honest, humble, kind, empathetic, trustworthy. What does it look like to live a life where that is how those closest to you will describe you? First, people need to know you and feel that you know them. Building strong relationships requires the courage and vulnerability to be known. Second, this is earned by leading with a humility that embraces the inevitable mistakes you make, demonstrating a principled belief that you have a great deal to learn at any age from others, and that those mistakes will only make you smarter, wiser, and more empathetic. Our second core value is curiosity. At Nobles, we believe that curiosity inspires intellectual inquiry. By questioning, reasoning, and thinking critically, we embrace complex ideas and value the exchange of diverse perspectives. You are entering a world that needs more curiosity than certainty. I hope you live a life where you ask many more questions than you offer answers, and where you give the benefit of the doubt much more often than you assume ill intent. For this to be true, I hope you believe you have something to learn from everyone, especially those with different views, and that you embrace sitting in the discomfort of struggling with something that's hard to understand. Our third core value is playfulness. At Nobles, we believe that playfulness sparks creativity, energizes us to give our best, and fortifies resilience to face challenges. We balance hard work with humor. While we certainly work hard at Nobles, we also see excellence in academics and playfulness as directly related. Playfulness in academics looks like an AP physics project that resulted in a video of our Nobles bulldog catapulting into the Earth's upper atmosphere, and back again, I might add. Playfulness sounds like our middle school students screaming at the top of their lungs as they cheer on their carefully engineered and crafted solar cars in the annual race to a hopeful victory. Playfulness at Nobles certainly includes hysterical skits on the assembly stage, or our entire community running down a hill together for Friday Night Lights. But it also includes students willing to try an unexpected approach to a really complex academic challenge, laughing at themselves after it's an epic failure, and then rallying with their classmates to try again. We believe that communities that thrive together enjoy their time together, and that moments of laughter can be miraculous in how they spark creative problem solving, build shared memories, and deepen community connections. At Nobles, we laugh a lot. Do not leave the laughter of your childhood behind you. Find communities that push you to be your best self in all ways, and don't compromise on that principle. The work should be part of the fun stuff, a place where you can enjoy the process, not just chase the outcome, where joy, creativity, and connection often lead to the most rewarding results, where you have enduring relationships with those around you, and where you feel you're at your absolute best. Our fourth core value is generosity. At Nobles, we show up for each other. We practice generosity in all its forms, sharing our knowledge, time, resources, and passions. Giving deepens our understanding of each other and ourselves. One of the scarcest and most precious resources you have in your life is your time. As highly successful high school students, your daily schedules are already packed with a wide range of activities, jobs, and ways in which you're learning and connecting with others. You will navigate a life ahead that will only add demands to your time. From jobs to families to community expectations, you will be constantly making choices and trade-offs. At Nobles, we show up for each other. We're generous with our time, gifting others with our full attention and deep empathy for one another. One of my favorite events each year is the annual Cotting School Game, which just celebrated its 20th year. The Cotting School's mission is, quote, to empower our students with disabilities to achieve their highest learning potential and level of independence. This annual game with our varsity girls basketball team is among our best examples of the power of generosity. We show up and prioritize the time to spend with this incredible school community, knowing how much more we will receive for the generosity we give. I hope you show up for the people in your life you care about, and for the communities you call home. Show up with an open mind and heart. Show up to give your talents, wisdom, and kindness where they can make a difference in the lives of those around you. Show up knowing that it is you who is ultimately better for showing up for others. Our fifth core value is belonging. At Nobles, community means everyone. When we are known and valued, we flourish. Together, we create an environment where everyone feels respected and empowered to be their best selves. At the heart of the Nobles community are our connections to one another. I know those connections are what have likely defined your years on our campus, and they are what will transcend time to become enduring connections you hold for a lifetime. Those connections are rooted in how we know each other. We know one another's stories, both the highlight reel and the hard moments when trusted friends are most needed. We also have a long, long bank of shared memories where one word can send us all into uproarious laughter or deep reflective conversation. Community means everyone. At Nobles, we know that diversity and excellence go hand in hand, that we are a better community for everyone when we value the different identities, experiences, ideas, and perspectives each person brings. We also know that equity and inclusion are binding and not divisive forces, and that fostering belonging for all does not need to come at the expense of anyone. We know that a rising tide lifts all boats, and that we can raise the floor for all without lowering the ceiling for anyone. I hope your time at Nobles has left you knowing you belong in whatever room you enter in your life. While you may have a lot to learn or new connections to forge, know that you always belong. I also hope you dedicate yourself to fostering that feeling of belonging for everyone around you, whether through small acts of kindness or in big moments by being an upstander. Always remember that community means everyone. I want to end by sharing some words from Mayo Shattuck, Noble's class of 1972. Mayo originally named Shattuck Schoolhouse in the 1990s to honor his father, who graduated from Nobles in 1944 and was a longtime member of our Board of Trustees. For our recent Shattuck Schoolhouse project, to reimagine this great 100-year-old building, Mayo again invested in our schoolhouse, this time in honor of both of his parents. Mayo recently returned for a rededication of the building, where he shared moving stories about the impact of Nobles on his life and the importance of the seminal lessons he's learned at Nobles that have lasted a lifetime. Mayo shared, quote, "The students sitting in these classrooms today are learning those same lessons, just through a different lens. Their bulletin board is global and instantaneous. Their failures and triumphs play out in real time in front of audiences we never had to imagine. They will be asked to lead teams they may never meet in person, to solve problems that don't yet have names, and to navigate a world being reshaped in real time by artificial intelligence. The pressure on them is in many ways greater than anything we faced. But here's what has not changed. The leader who succeeds will still be the one who knows their role, who puts the team first, who takes the lesson over the excuse, and who has the resilience to fail at something, publicly, painfully, and come back stronger. Success will always be a function of humility, humanity, and courage. The technology changes, the formation changes, but the character required to lead, that is still built exactly the way it was, built right for us, right here at Nobles," end quote. Class of 2026, as you leave Nobles, remember that you are not leaving this community behind you, just as you are not leaving our mission and core values behind you. You are carrying them with you in how you lead, how you listen, how you laugh, how you show up, and how you make others feel. We are always here to cheer you on, to lend advice, and to welcome you back home, always. Thank you and congratulations. Next, we will hear a beautiful rendition of our school song, Noble and Strong, to be sung by the first class ensemble. now my honor to present this year's Vernon L. Green Award for Faculty Excellence. It was established in 1982 by David Arnold of the class of 1940 in honor of Vernon Green, who for many years and many people embodied faculty excellence. The award is presented annually to a member of the faculty who encourages and nurtures academic excellence within the school, whose pedagogy is distinguished, whose commitment to students is thorough. I'm honored to present the 2026 Vernon L. Green Award for Faculty Excellence to Melissa Lyons. You may have heard the adage, if you want something done, ask a busy person to do it. Well, that certainly applies to Ms. Lyons. I would add, ask a busy person who is also deeply mission-aligned and passionate about their craft, exudes a growth mindset, and is completely dedicated to the well-being and overall learning of her students. A Nobles graduate from the class of 1997, Ms. Lyons had a long teaching career in public and charter schools before returning to Nobles in 2017. For the last 9 years, she's made her imprint on every corner of the middle school, constantly striving to find new ways to make a difference for her students and colleagues. As a middle school history teacher, she's routinely rethinking lesson plans and ways to innovate and improve teaching and learning. To watch Ms. Lyons teach is to see a master class in how to simultaneously teach a rigorous lesson with passion, humor, engagement, and a few fun movement breaks. Always the first to sign up for professional development opportunities or to seek ways to engage with colleagues about her craft, Ms. Lyons models a growth mindset and a collaborative spirit among her teaching teams. Head of middle school Colette Finley shares, quote, "Her classroom is something special. It's structured, it's purposeful, and it's full of genuine connection. Her students aren't just learning geography and civics, they're learning how to go out and bring good to the world. That's our mission, and Melissa doesn't just understand it, she lives it," end quote. As the middle school director of programming, Ms. Lyons ensures our middle school students are learning, growing, and thriving outside the classroom as well. From organizing the community time calendar to co-leading student retreats and orientation, her tremendous attention to detail and work ethic ensure every single wrinkle has been anticipated and ironed out, all with her trademark warm smile. Ms. Lyons is always thinking about the many ways communities are built and students learn and connect outside the classroom. In leading middle school assemblies, the advisory curriculum, and our middle school mentor program, she's developed a wide range of ways to extend and expand upon important moments of teaching and learning for our students. Middle school director of studies Clara Brody shares, quote, "With tireless energy and boundless enthusiasm, Melissa Lyons meets every student exactly where they are. The creative force behind many hallmark projects and experiences in the middle school, she never stops iterating, tweaking her curriculum and practices to make her class even more engaging and enriching for our students. When faced with the challenge in my own classroom, I often think, what would Melissa do here?" End quote. Middle school history colleague Dorian Tatum shares, quote, "She is not only hardworking, but also selfless with her time, knowledge, and resources. She keeps the students top of mind and is constantly looking for ways to improve their experience and dig deeper. To me, Melissa should be in the thesaurus as a synonym for teacher, educator, and more broadly, way more broadly, human," end quote. For her tremendous service as an outstanding educator, it's my honor to present this year's Vernon Green Award to Melissa Lyons. Every spring, Class 1 students elect a faculty graduation speaker, someone who's made a unique impact on their Nobles experience and whose wisdom and guidance they seek on this important day. This year, the class of 2026 elected Michael Denning as their faculty speaker. Dr. Denning is as passionate about Nobles and the students privileged to have him as a teacher as anyone I've ever met. An educator to his core, Dr. Denning has been a gift to this community for more than 25 years. I very much look forward to hearing Dr. Denning's remarks today.
Good morning. Thank you, Dr. Hall, for this and for so many kindnesses and years of support. We should all be so lucky to have someone like Dr. Hall in our lives. Good morning. Dr. Hall, Mr. Montgomery, trustees, colleagues, students, and parents, guardians, and loved ones of our soon-to-be graduates. I hope you are enjoying the best of what a good morning can offer. I'm honored and humbled, really honored and humbled, to have been invited by this wonderful class to speak on their special day. And I want to start by offering my congratulations to all of you. You are a group of extraordinary people, and we're so very proud of you. In her poem, On the Pulse of Morning, the late, great Dr. Maya Angelou, who we lost too soon 12 years ago yesterday, suggests that when we wish another a good morning, we demonstrate our hope that they feel seen, cared for, and affirmed. So, in memory of Dr. Angelou and with my warmest and best wishes, I say good morning to each of you. I'm a teacher. Yes, I'm a teacher. And after 35 years in this most privileged of vocations, I've come to terms with the reality that whether I or others like it or not, I'm almost always teaching. Although Shakespeare maintained that all the world's a stage, we teachers believe that all the world's a classroom, a blessed community to which we bring the best of our heads and hearts to teach others to think and to love better. So while you probably thought you were done with lessons from Noble's teachers, I ask for your indulgence as this teacher offers something of one final class. I promise it won't be 70 minutes. While learning with my colleagues and me, all of you have demonstrated time and again how bright, motivated, creative, and curious you are. Indeed, as I joined your teachers in affirming your graduation, I did so free with worry with regard to your academic readiness for the most rigorous universities and the most competitive professions and vocations. We have prepared you. You have prepared yourselves and each other. But as we celebrate your prodigious abilities and impressive accomplishments, I find myself wondering, have we done enough to teach you why and how to love? To be clear, I'm not wondering about your capacity for love because of anything you've said or done or not said or not done. On the contrary, your many acts of generosity and care over the past several years have evinced an abundance of love, and they have filled me with inspiration and great hope. And my concerns are not rooted in particular worries about our school. Although our community is not perfect, and this reality compels us to continuously strive to improve, Nobles is one of the most loving places I know. Indeed, it is for this reason that I've chosen to spend my life in this beautiful, principle-based ecosystem. I am among the lucky, privileged few. I believe that you are too. No, my worry stems from a fear that you are coming of age in a time when love is exceptionally countercultural and overwhelmed by a zeitgeist best defined by greed, bigotry, fear, and ideological segregation. Away from Nobles and your families, these are the values you are taught day in and day out by too many of our supposed role models and leaders. In using the term love, I'm not referring to the types of love one feels for a family member, nor am I thinking about the kinds of love one might have for a close friend or a romantic partner. These ineffable manifestations of love are ones I hope you have and will experience and be supported and sustained by throughout your lives. No, what I'm trying to suggest is the virtue and efficacy of bestowing love upon people you don't yet know. In recent assembly talks, graduating seniors Matthew Newman and Christina Hall captured the essence of this idea so eloquently and beautifully when they described strangers who offered them so much love and care that they have come to see them as part of their home and family. In their powerful, courageous testimonies, Christina and Matthew showed us how love from strangers can nurture in us what Holocaust survivor Jean Amoret called, quote, trust in the world. Trust in the world. Imagine, what would our world look like if everyone was given the opportunity to trust in it? Teaching people to create trust in the world through loving all others is easy to say, but very hard to do. Alas, throughout history, some of our greatest teachers have tried and realized too little success. Take, for example, the moral guidance we have been offered by the great teachings of the Christian Gospels, the Quran, and the Torah. In each of these, we are commanded to love and care for strangers. Or consider what many of us have learned from Plato and Immanuel Kant about the imperative of making ethical, community-focused decisions. Of course, all Noble students learn of the Founding Fathers' belief that the blessings of liberty are impossible if we, the people, are unwilling to strive together for a more perfect union. And all of us have considered the ideas of love for others championed by history's best writers, poets, and musicians. And yet, the virtues of love celebrated and commanded through our most holy texts, our most eminent philosophers, and our most celebrated founding principles and works of art are often superseded by ideas that champion the canceling, hurting, and removal of strangers we encounter and many of our neighbors. Why? So why, in spite of these powerful teachings and commandments, is loving the stranger so difficult and so uncommon? In her seminal work, Accounting for Genocide, the sociologist Helen Fine suggests that an answer to this question is found in the ethics with which humans are most often nurtured. We are ethically conditioned to behave lovingly, she posits, only within the confines of a small, quote, universe of obligation, a psychological recess in which there resides only the relatively few for whom we believe we are obligated to care. And how do humans regard those residing outside their universe of obligation? At best, suggests Fine, we ignore them, view them with suspicion, and see them as rivals. But what is most disconcerting of all, suggests Fine, is that we are conditioned to see all strangers as potential threats for which we must prepare to, and then often fight. There are, of course, principles, equality, justice, and freedom for which we should fight, and we must fight. This past weekend, we honored those who fought and died for these precious values and for us, giving what President Lincoln so movingly called their last full measure of devotion. We should honor these heroes every day. But is fighting so endemic to the human experience that we are far more likely to fight strangers than love them? At the very least, I fear this question echoes Fine's worries concerning what values are most often taught. Consider, for example, how often our most popular TV shows, films, social media platforms and provocateurs, and video games depict and celebrate hate and violence. How replete daily news reports are with stories of cruelty and conflict. And how team sporting events are so often characterized as wars that they devolve into fights between not only the players competing, but also their respective fan groups. But this is a much more serious problem than violence on the big screen or fisticuffs between athletes and fans. Think for a moment how often many of today's elected officials demonize, spread lies about, threaten, and then lash out against other human beings, folks whom they fear and dislike but don't even know. Even more insidious, of course, is the frequency with which some of our political leaders ask us to vanquish or cleanse ourselves of those with whom they disagree, referring to them as vermin, enemies, and human scum. As students in our humanities classrooms, all our classrooms, you've learned what atrocities can happen when people dehumanize others with this type of language. Could it actually be that the pessimistic 17th century theorist Thomas Hobbes was correct when he argued that because human beings are what they are, our existence is and always will be a state of war? Does an insatiable desire to cross the next Rubicon always supersede our hopes to cross over Jordan? Well, here, in this beloved place where we are gathered together for one final time, we say no. We say stop. We say we can and must do better. We say we are not a stopover on this road to perdition. When we encounter the stranger at Nobles, we greet them with respect, with generosity, and with a curious desire to form human connection and foster belonging. Indeed, although we have fun with these words from time to time, we do so knowing they are not just any words, but rather ideals that inspire the kind of love that can ameliorate our worst instincts and teachings. More than anything else, this is what I hope you have learned from your Nobles education. I am standing, quite literally, between you and your walk across this stage to receive your well-earned diploma. So it is time for me to conclude this final class. But before I do, the times we live in require me to challenge you, my beloved students, with one final set of homework questions. What if we all expanded our universes of moral obligation just a little bit? In loving strangers, could we diminish suffering in our society? Could we teach others to love their neighbors, even though that neighbor may have a different race, gender, religion, place of birth, economic standing, or sexual orientation? And could we use love to provide everyone a sense of home and trust in the world? I am a teacher. As such, I must believe that we can. But how about you? What do you think? And in the words of the great eminent poet Mary Oliver, what will you do with your one wild and precious life? Along with so many of my colleagues, past and present, I've long held tightly to the belief that if we worked hard to teach you, all strangers when you arrived, 2, 6, 4, you like that history teacher math? If we worked hard to teach you, all strangers when you first arrived, to love this place, its principles, its people, each other, then you would go on to love the strangers you encounter everywhere you go. Well, now we've reached the moment when we must put to the test this most sacred of pedagogies and my most fervent hopes for all of you. I am a teacher, and this, my beloved students, must be your homework. But I know you, and I know you will do the very best you can, and I know that your best will repair the world. I wish you Godspeed and blessings, and a most heartfelt good morning. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Denning. Each year, the graduating class also elects 2 speakers who can represent the sentiments of the overall class of student speakers, and whose leadership and character have represented the class of 2026 proudly. This year, those speakers are Haley Rashes and Christian Gonzalez Pena. I look forward to hearing their remarks today. We'll hear first from Haley, followed by Christian.
Hello, everyone. I'm Haley. When I was notified that I would have the honor of addressing you today, I knew I needed to look no further than my phone case for content. Stored beneath my notably boring clear case is a collage of wisdom from fortune cookies I've received over the last year, offering simultaneously trivial and astute pieces of discernment I can turn to throughout the day. I started this practice of saving fortunes last year before Noble's presidential debate. I was incredibly nervous and desperately searching for answers to every question that would be asked of me on the stage before the student body, including the famous hidden talent question. By some divine intervention, the answers were bestowed upon me at noodle bar lunch in the castle the Friday before the big event. When I cracked open my 2 fortune cookies, the following was revealed. 1. You will be called on to fulfill a position of high honor and responsibility. 2, you will soon discover your hidden talent. After receiving these fortunes and the much-needed treat of their tasty containers, I could breathe easy. I had been searching all week for my hidden talents. As many of you know, in true Haley fashion, I am not one to keep my quirks hidden. These fortunes gave me the hope that the upcoming debate might go my way, and that the presidency was within my reach. Alas, this speech is not about that debate, and I did not win. As you had just had the honor of hearing from our amazing co-president, Suneri and Ben. But hey, the fortune said high honor, not highest honor, so I'll take it. So I've continued the tradition nonetheless, relishing in the occasional crumbs of wisdom bestowed upon me. A few months ago, over devoured plates of scallion pancakes and Peking ravioli, I was gifted another fortune. A person is never too old to learn. I knew this one was a keeper, placed it carefully in my case, and felt an immediate Noble's connection. The most impactful aspect of my time at Noble's has been the privilege to learn from Noble's teachers. The writers at the Fortune Cookie Factory had summed up the essence of Noble's faculty so eloquently that as I left the restaurant, I felt fated to have received such apropos insight. Before I wax poetic about the accuracy of this fortune, I want to preface my illustrations with the caveat that none of the teachers I will describe today are old per se. I mean, they don't look a day older than a double reclass. They are just quantitatively older than me, so they have earned the descriptor for my speech's purpose. When I received this fortune, my mind was immediately drawn to a teacher who embodies this understanding better than anyone. My Spanish teacher, Mr. Ulrich, or as we say in Espanol, Señor Ulrich. I first met Mr. Ulrich on my Excel trip to Peru. On the first day of the trip, we were set free for a few hours to explore Cusco. Of course, while using the buddy system. My friends, tired from our 36 hours of travel, decided to take the day easy. I, on the other hand, wanted to explore the historic city's museums and cathedrals. However, I was Sans buddy. That's when Mr. Ulrich offered to traverse the city with me. When we arrived at the museum, it was clear. Mr. Ulrich came equipped to discover. In his backpack, he had a Quechua phrasebook and a small notepad, and in his heart, a deep desire to understand the world and people around him. Not only did he soak up all the information in the museums, surely able to read all the languages on the placards, he also invited me to learn with him. When I had questions he couldn't answer, he would scribble them down in his notepad, coming back days later to update me on his findings. When we returned from Peru, I realized that Mr. Ulrich brought this energy even to the most familiar of places, like his Noble's classroom. In our History of Ancient Greece class, one day we learned about the famous Native American Squanto, just 'cause. Mr. Ulrich showed me that a person is never too old to learn, and to invite others to learn as well. The next teacher I would like to acknowledge is Dr. Denning. While Dr. Denning has a great capacity to learn facts, statistics, and complex histories, it is his profound humanity that I would like to highlight. Last week, sitting in my final In Search of America class, Dr. Denning quoted Moishe the Beetle from Elie Wiesel's Night. I pray to the God within me that he will give me the strength to ask him the right questions. For Dr. Denning, knowledge is achieved through questioning, not the act of answering. When I entered Nobles as a 9th grader, this concept was foreign to me. To be astute and knowledgeable was to be correct, one step ahead, and perhaps omniscient. Now, though, I have learned that true intellect is gained through curiosity and the productive discomfort between the known and the unknown. Dr. Denning beautifully models this truth for his students. In a Denning class, you truly feel that you are learning together, and there is an innate symbiosis between the students' eagerness to participate, combined with Dr. Denning's encouragement and sagacity. Any student who has had the pleasure of taking a Denning class knows that at least once a week, he must remind us that his love of teaching stems from his perennial opportunity to learn from his students. Dr. Denning taught me that a person is never too old to learn, and to learn how to question. Next, I want to mention a teacher who has in the past year become a dear mentor to me, Miss Brennan. This semester, I took her course, 19th and 20th Century Novel, where we read Tolstoy's Anna Karenina. In our last class, Miss Brennan shared some final thoughts. One piece of knowledge which stuck out to me was her opinion that a productive classroom environment has truly flourished when the teacher becomes irrelevant. I would argue that Miss Brennan is far from irrelevant, as she has earned the many praises of all Anna K followers. However, I understand what Miss Brennan was intimating with her insightful take. When the teacher relinquishes themselves to the art of listening, the best work can get done. Getting to know Miss Brennan this year, I have seen this attention to stepping back as her superpower. In class, she lets us guide class discussions, briefly stepping in to sway us in the correct direction. Outside the classroom, she is just the same. In our final advisory meeting last week, us seniors swapped advice with underclassmen, while she carefully listened to our Nobles school year ending thoughts. Miss Brennan's steady and calm approach to teaching, combined with the confidence in her students, has shown me the importance of sitting back, listening, and taking it all in. She has taught me that a person is never too old to learn, and to learn how to listen. However, in a shocking twist of events, Miss Brennan was not the only teacher in our Anna K class this semester. Sitting in our classroom this spring was also photography teacher, Mr. Mann. Each class, Mr. Mann would arrive with new sketches of the novel's characters, scintillating analyses, and a craving to learn alongside us. He completed class writing assignments and annotations, but most of all, he was incredibly vulnerable, offering personal narratives to support his book-related views while remaining authentically curious about our interpretations. Mr. Mann taught me that a person is never too old to learn, and to learn alongside others. There are countless other stories I could share about the Nobles faculty's embodiment of my new favorite fortune. This fortune's authenticity is summed up in one of our core values in our newly renovated Gleason: curiosity. While the students of Nobles are immensely curious, I believe that we owe a great deal to the teachers here who've imbued a sense of wonderment into each and every classroom. In only a few months, we will be sent out into the real world, without castles and beaches and 8 a.m. live music. In these new places, we will be encouraged to specialize and to specialize and to specialize. But we must fight back. While it would be nice to stay in this idyllic place forever, what I hope for my class is not that we never grow old, but that we never grow too old to learn. When you find yourself having just pulled an all-nighter, finishing a problem set for your major, give yourself permission to learn about Squanto, or Russian literature, or a new friend. The world and the people in it have notepads full of information for us to absorb. So please stay curious and soak it all up. And now I'm gonna give you one last fortune, so hopefully it's a good one. Oh, sorry, I got it on the podium. Oh, that's actually nice. Okay. Express love in the language that brings you and others joy. Bon appetit.
Is it just me, or did it just get like really, really hot? Just me? Ah, it's fine. Good morning, everyone. I can't start my speech without first expressing my gratitude to everyone who has made Nobles a place where I, the class of 26, and the entire student body could feel at home and do extraordinary things. To the faculty and the people behind the scenes, thank you for your unwavering support and tireless work that you've put into us day in and day out. Thank you to all the families who have helped build the class of 26 and for taking the time out of your day to be here on what is the final page of our high school careers. I also want to give special thanks to my family and friends who have been especially generous to me these past few years, whether that be picking me up, covering me for food, or inviting me to whatever, regardless of where I stand. Thank you. I hope that within the next few minutes I can impart some old man wisdom and some praise as to why this class is so special. Enséñame con quién andas y yo te digo quién eres. To those of you who don't know or are a little rusty with Spanish, it translates to, show me with who you walk with and I'll tell you who you are. Among many others, this is one of my mom's favorite sayings. Back in the Stone Ages, my mom used to say this as a cautionary tale about making sure I spend time with the right people. Honestly, I feel that the people I've walked with these past 3 years couldn't have been a better group of people. With the class of 26, along with my family and friends, you have all been instrumental in finding who I am. Before I got into Nobles, I was heading into high school with a very loose sense of self. I knew what I liked, but I didn't know what I wanted or who I wanted to be. For a large part of my life, I didn't do much outside of school. I mainly focused on getting my homework done and helping my mom out with work so that we could get home earlier from her night shift. I didn't do many afternoon programs, and for the people who have seen me in any athletic activity outside of track, that's not a shocker. From a young age, I had to reckon with the fact that as a man of the house, I had to grow up and grow up fast. We didn't look like the traditional nuclear family, and we didn't have the funds to match that. So when I got into my old high school, Roxbury Prep, I didn't think of much of who I wanted to be. Survival was the goal, and part of surviving was finding my people. And I did just that, with some of my middle school friends who became the initial source of happiness, but I wanted more. My older brother, Andy, saw real potential in me and felt that I could thrive in a place like Nobles. When I got the news, I couldn't believe it. I'd gotten so much hype from my older brother and various adults at my school, it felt surreal. There aren't many kids with my background who get the honor and privilege to attend an institution like Nobles. My overarching high school plan was going to stay the same, though: survive and find my people. However, knowing my experiences and seeing just how much I differ from the school, I felt it would have been much harder to make new friends. Man, was I wrong. Back then, I was more of a give it 2-3 months and I'll have a few friends by then kind of guy. In my mind, I planned on not interacting with anyone on the day of my sophomore retreat to Fenway Park, but leave it to Nobles for finding a way to change plans. Coming into breakfast, I was listening to some MF Doom. There's the MF Doom reference for anyone looking for it. I grabbed a little bit of everything. I decided to sit in the Newcastle at a long table, facing towards the panini press. As I sat down and looked at the delicious Flick breakfast, they didn't ask for an advertisement, but I felt I should plug them anyway. I remember thinking then, just 3 years. I already have friends outside of school. Just take it in, work hard, say yes more than I say no, and improve. I was probably one of the first people there, and I'd like to say maybe 5 minutes later, the table was filled with sophomore guys with all their friends sitting around me, welcoming me in. It could have not been more of a movie scene. As I've grown into the person I am today, I've been called courageous and brave, but what you all did on that day, that's courage. That's bravery. You didn't have to entertain me that day. I was dead set on making sure this experience could be as brief and easy as possible. Please don't lose that, as that is what keeps the world afloat. Back then, I wouldn't have had the courage to sit with someone I didn't know and try to forge a connection. I planned on walking alone, but you guys pulled me onto your path and helped me get my bearings. When I first got on the path, I felt an intense sense of imposter syndrome. Seeing kids go on stage and do crazy stuff was awesome to see, but made me feel like I couldn't live up to that. Coming into Nobles, I didn't know what I could really offer. Everyone looked like they had it not only figured out, but I excelled. The reality is far from that, but that wasn't what I saw. I realized after my first week or two here that my story and how I wanted to live required a lot of willpower. I'm no stranger to risks, but seeing how things I wanted to do laid outside of my comfort zone, I had to step into it. I had a strong passion for music and movies, as well as my own culture as a Dominican, and personally, I wanted to find a way to be more of who I wanted to be. And what better way than just throwing myself out there and dancing to Napoleon Dynamite because I thought it was a fun idea. Through the years I've spent here at Nobles, there's one thing that's always rung true in my mind. Life is boring when it's easy. I think early on I found that life was pretty dull when I wasn't really trying anything or really chasing something. When I got here, I couldn't express to you how isolated and out of place I felt. Part of that was because of how I felt as a person, and part of that was because I wasn't willing to share who I was. So I ask you, as a senior walking out the door and as a human being, take that risk. I know it's cliche and it's a lot easier to say than do, but just have faith. When I say that, I hope you know which risk I'm referring to, even if you're denying it now. Go up on assembly, perform that favorite song, do that silly bit that maybe no one will laugh at, but man, will you get a kick out of it. Try out for that sport. Shoot, ask out your crush on a date tomorrow. Do it. Actually, don't go too crazy. Do it at your own discretion. But don't get to this point without at least trying, or leave it to the last minute. You don't want to live with that regret. Better to see where the risks take you than leaving that path unwalked. When you do try, though, don't give half measures. It won't be easy, but when you give your all, know that you will not only have a class, but the whole school to back you up. Whether you find a secret talent that you run with or fail miserably, I promise that you'll feel such a wave of relief knowing that you did it. The school will gain so much from your vulnerability and risk-taking, and in the process, the community will gain the true version of yourself. You will too. I honestly wouldn't have done half or a quarter of the crazy things I decided to do if it were not for the support of the class of 26 and their unwavering support and kindness and letting me do stupid and bold things. You all gave me the chance to do the things I enjoy, and I hope you all can do the same in the future. I wouldn't be half of the person I am today without the class I prepare to walk out with later today. Congratulations to the class of 26. It's been nothing short of an honor to represent you on this stage and sing your praises. I hope you guys get the chance to find yourselves in college. Thank you all for listening, and let's walk out together one last time into tomorrow.
Thank you, Haley and Christian. Next, we're going to hear a beautiful rendition of the song God Only Knows by the First Class Ensemble. Along with Dean of Student Engagement Mark Spence, I now have the privilege of awarding the members of this great class of 2026 their diplomas. Yeah, that's worth an applause. After receiving their diplomas, graduates will be congratulated by President of the Board of Trustees, John Montgomery, Noble's class of 1983, as they return to their seats.
Good morning. Harrison Peter Aber. Jack Joseph Babka. Andy Sung-Han Beck. Vihan Batra. Zachary David Baum. Mark Charles Bianchi. Bryn Camille Bryant. Ryan Riley Callahan. Natalia Zibicki Cavillo. Aaron D. Campbell. Brooke Megan Cashman. Colin Gillis Cashman. Alexander James Cheng. Amelia Elizabeth Chu. Mandy Chikamso Chukwu. Mahali Autumn Cookright. Matteo Gianni Cosentino. Grant Alexander Cowan. Catherine Mary Curran. Oliver Ryden Deborah. Adam Zachary Davidson. Ruby Mae Delinsky. Jeremiah Caleb Destiny. Isabel Maria DiTuccio. Miriam Mama Diagana. Ashna Dialani. Blake Denisick Dinwoody. Emma Jane Edgar. Vanessa Tori Ellis. Jackson Bryce Fay. Leah Sydney Farb. Emma Prin Finkelstein. Julian Finn Thompson. Mateo Garcia Zamora. Leoden Patricia Gavin. Benjamin Lewis Gelber. Cristobal Gil Zuluaga. Thomas Freeman Gilbane. Isabel Amelie Goddard. Christian Manuel Gonzalez Pena. Riley Hope Gordon. Karina Josephine Grossman. Sebastian Alejandro Guzman. Christina Alexandra Hall. Nicole X. Han. Teja Hanumolu. Amrit Harimanov. Jack William Hartwell. James Edward Hazen. Tomas Enrique Hernandez. Matthew Hudson Hayworth. Charles Huxtable Hood. Greta May Holbig. Andrew Humphrey. Lila Louise Hurlbutt. Lucas Jose Ilzarbe. Madeleine Liv Yeager. Rhea Jane. Nathaniel Sinek Jean Gillis. Chloe Sky Jepson. Blakeney Ann Johnson. Christopher Matthew Can. Addison Eileen Keaveney. Isabella Lien Ching Kong. Julia Marie Krapelka. Vedant Ashish Kulkarni. Justin Daniel Lee. Anran Liu. Jeffrey Ying Liu. Ashley McAvoy Lober. Aling Kyle Lubitz. William Russell McCausland. Ikenichukwu Praise Madu. Sienna Patricia Marconi. Andrew Henry Martins. Sirhan Sarfraz Marvi. Takaru Matsuzaka. Leo Jacob Muse. Cesar Xavier Miranda. Tess Walsh Moxley. Sierra Rose Munger. Ryan Derek Murphy. Gary L.M. Napoleon. Ava Elizabeth Newman. Matthew Charles Elliott Newman. Jonathan Tien An Nguyen. Emery Wilrich Nordal. Whitney Mae Palumbo. Ann Stewart Perinello. Ariel Shmolak Ravinovich. Haley Isadora Rashes. Amanda Cecilia Rosa. Edward Donahue Rose. Emily Elizabeth Rowley. Sienna Ray Sage. Laura Jamal Sahagan. Lucia Nada Sahagan. Ryan Salamapour. Nayan Shah Sitharam. Ria Mihir Shah. Kaveri Shankar. McLean Andrew Smink. Sophia Marie Krolokowski Susu. Lila Ray Southier. Brooke Elizabeth St. John. James Blair Strick. Mia Lalong Sung. Nana Adu Tabiri. Alexi Leewon Tan. Brenna Rose Thomas. Gabrielle Elsa Thompson. John Min Tran. Beatrice Audrey Trink. Harper Jane Ting. Erickson Alexander Van Otterloo. Suneri Verma. Mauricio Barros Vieira. Nora Spence Foldens. Owen Thomas Wakely Burke. Joya Wang. Rachel Chi Wang. Jacinta Wangari. Richard Joseph Watkins. Fanula Kate Cohen Wheeler. Clara Elizabeth Wilderman. Jonas Lee Wilderman. Alexander Ji Hyuk Yoon. Rachel Hanyu Zhao. Kaylin Guan Zhang.
Give one more round of applause to this incredible class of students. As the senior class processes out, they will be welcomed into membership in the Graduates Association. After leaving the tent, the graduates will partake in one of the great Noble's traditions. They will be received and congratulated by their faculty, led by our most tenured faculty member, our Noblest, Deb Harrison. I am now honored to present to you the graduates of the class of 2026.